Hello. Hi. How's it going?
Hey, going good. How are you?
Going all right. Good. It's not like we were like talking before this or anything. It's just
No,
It's
no. Hey,
hi.
long time no see, I guess.
Like sure.
Yeah,
Um. So we came up with a name for
we
these
did.
things. I think it's a great name. I
I'm really excited about it.
I think I should give you more credit because you inspired me so. Shill Phil.
I okay. Yeah, I'll take that inspiration credit. Sure.
Well, I'm glad you took credit. Anyways,
Yeah,
I would like to talk a little bit about what we're going to cover today. Really, this is just kind of like prefix to kind of get you exposed to uh, Kat Burnell, Phil
yes.
Burnell's wife, who is probably the biggest DSP fan out there, and or the least.
Hopefully, at least.
I mean, hopefully, a lot of theories that they're in like a loveless marriage, but we're not going to be talking about their marriage today. Maybe I mean we might.
I mean,
Um,
well, somewhat.
well, that's the confines and I guess the extremities of their marriage. We won't talk about it. We're talking about a specific situation and performance of January 10th, 2024. That's Kat's first introduction to the stream. I think within like 6 years. The last time we saw
Wow.
right, the last time we saw her, I believe I could be wrong. I should have done my homework. I believe it was like Halloween 2018.
2018.
Right.
So, okay, and how far into their relationship was that?
So they got married. Oh boy. Oh boy. I feel like they got married in like 2019. Um,
Okay. So 2018 stream was when they were still dating, so they got married, and then she still was away from the public eye for about 5 more years.
Yes, I have it right here. Kat Burnell is the wife of Phil Burnell. She has made infrequent appearances on DSPGaming live streams, and her last official appearance, this is outdated, being the 2018 Halloween event. Um, yeah,
Okay.
so it's been a while. It's been a while. Let's step back a little bit over a year ago now. A year and almost 2 months. So 14 months ago is the topic of the our little live stream here today. Um, I just want to get you acquainted with the cat, to look at her mannerisms,
Yeah,
and I honestly think Phil has
and get
like
to know her.
imprinted on her or something. Like from Twilight.
Yeah,
More so like I don't know. Or it's like a personality stealing thing. I
it's
don't.
it's
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 like an
odd,
absorption kind of thing.
right? Um, so yeah, I'm looking here. They did marry in April 2019. So
Okay.
I guess technically the
So
last time we saw photos of her was like an official photo of her was like their wedding photo.
mhm, mhm.
Which I have here somewhere, but I'm not gonna bring it up. So let's hop over to our little react scene here. Okay, it's
Yeah.
all
Here we are.
it's a little bit new, it's a little bit fun,
Chill Phil.
it's a little bit crazy and quirky, but we're gonna ride this train until it stops. So right here, Raw Phil recorded this. I can't find it anywhere else on the internet. Granted, I did not look that hard, but it's
But
out
thank
there.
you, Raw Phil.
Thank you, Raw Phil. Um, let's just say it's out there. And I don't know if this is gonna get like taken down, Phil. You shouldn't do that because this is. I mean, I would say it's transformative commentary, wouldn't you?
I would say so too, and it's also exposing more people to your content.
Right. And Phil, the more eyes on your content you get, the more ads and potential tips. You got to think about it this way, buddy. All that
Yeah, it's free
activity,
advertising.
right? All that activity in your stream is good for you, whether it it's positive or negative. Um, being infamous is just as good as being famous, right?
All publicity is good blah, 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 blah. Publicity. Yep.
Publicity. Publicity.
Publicity. Publicity.
All right. So, this is the pre-stream, right? This has been going on. Look, we're just at 34 minutes here. Phil is going to start speaking, and ending the pre-stream.
Wait, so we've been pre-streaming for 34 minutes?
Correct.
Why?
He really, well, the whole point of the pre-stream, from how I understand it, is you're hyping up the stream. You're basically,
Yeah, but it should be like 15 minutes max, should it not? Like,
I would
let
argue,
people log in and go grab snacks, sure, but
I would argue like 5 minutes is enough, maybe 10. The cat just jumped on
I'm
my
saying
computer.
15 max if you're famous.
15 max if you're famous, right? I think the president,
5 to 10 is good.
The president only does like a 5 to 10 minute pre-stream as well. I recently watched one of their live streams.
Yeah, so that's standard. You don't need 34 minutes.
Phil is a
unless.
Go ahead.
Unless
Oh,
you're doing other activities.
You know, maybe he's learned a lot since 2016.
Maybe he's learned a lot since 2016.
One would hope. The learning is, the lesson there would be to not do that on stream at all. But you know, you got to get done what you got to get done.
And really, how many lessons have been learned, do we think?
I don't know. I don't think he's really someone who learns from his mistakes that much. I think he kind of, if he acknowledges them, it's like okay, well, at least I don't, at least I've changed. And it's not that I don't do that anymore. It's just that maybe you don't see that, or I don't care if you see that anymore. It's that sort of, like, avoidance.
It's that sort of change.
Right. It's just like that. Shall we just go, I guess?
Let's get into it.
Any other questions before we start?
No. I mean, I guess my question of why still hasn't been answered, but I don't know that it will ever be, truly.
What, the pre-stream length?
Yes.
Or the pre-stream burst?
Both, but length.
All right,
well,
what? Yeah, what?
I don't know. Anyways, continue.
Here we go. You hearing that good on your end?
I am hearing this good.
He should start talking here soon.
Yeah.
Lots of cool people in the chat. Only Iced Coffee is in there.
Raw Phil really picked some nice music to overlay this.
Royalty free. Oh, there we go. He's going to start talking here soon.
All right, good evening, everyone.
There he is.
Welcome to the special mystery stream. I hope that you're all doing well. I know there's been a lot of ambiguous build-up.
I love the audio bar up top.
Thanks.
I know that you all have guesses about what's going to happen. And you're all wrong. Every one of you. You're all completely incorrect. Maybe some people were close, but no. You're all wrong. All right? So we're going to start in just a second, but I wanted to turn on the mic for a sec just to say hello and good evening to everyone.
What a way to start the stream.
What a picture.
What, the previous one or this one?
This one.
He's being guarded by the frogs.
He's being guarded by the frogs. Is that Jasper in his lap?
Jasper, that is Jasper, although Jasper kind of sort of looks like a piece of shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, there you go.
All right. I told you all that 2024 was a year of new stuff coming.
And 2024 was very good.
I told you this. I built it up. So I hope that you guys are ready.
But was it in the way he hoped?
This slide is not in the slideshow anymore. For obvious reasons.
Of course not.
Phil is no longer an ally.
Your heart is giving out, PS3 Troop. I'm sorry to hear that. You should seek professional help. A doctor, perhaps. I moved to Mexico, correct. I've become such a fan of Mexican food, I had to get the authentic stuff right from the source. You're right. Those El Pastor tacos. All right.
Oof.
Do I need to use the restroom first? I have used the restroom. I don't have to take a break like my normal streams in the morning. I don't have to. Maybe in the middle of the stream, though. You might have to wait.
But what else is new?
And, You guys excited?
Resident Phil.
All right. So I'm just going to say
What's
this
it going to
before
be,
we
Phil?
start,
What's the
all right?
surprise?
Everyone, please be on your best behavior, only because if you haven't noticed, the moderators
I have no idea.
tonight, I asked them to be here on purpose so that we could have
He's
a
hyping
nice
something
little
up.
stream tonight.
He
So they're
is.
all
He's got
here.
the mods
And
out.
since they're all here, that means if you guys act up and you
Oh, and
reference
this is
the tractor
pre-kick
thing
times,
and you say
isn't
dumb
it?
This is
shit, you're
pre-kick
going to end up
times,
getting
yeah.
timed out
Kick
being
time is
recorded.
new.
Okay.
And then I don't want to get 400 emails tomorrow on my day off from people begging me to be unbanned from the stream.
So,
Okay?
already militant,
Fair enough. Can we start? All right.
authoritarian dictatorship already. There's the reveal. There
All
she
right, good
is.
evening,
All right.
Whoa.
Not a great angle to be, that first frame of reveal.
No.
No. I just want, just that you're seeing it right now, I just want you to take a look at this outfit.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a woman, but I don't think this is particularly fashionable.
It's definitely not comfortable. If those black ruffles are elastic, it's probably pretty scratchy, honestly.
Right. Do you think this is something
In
she
those
picked
places.
up? Do you think this is something she picked up at like TJ Maxx or like
Yeah,
Gabe's?
absolutely. Maybe if we're getting real fancy, Kohl's.
Kohl's, very good. I mean, they
But, yeah.
do kind of shop at the high price places. I mean, Phil actually shops. He admitted this. He shops at Ross, but these frills right here, they kind of call out to me. Looks uncomfortable. This is definitely like an elastic band. I think the colors kind of clash here. It's not a great color.
They wash her out a bit.
Right. They kind of make her look like a vampire.
Yeah.
But I mean, our favorite vampires right here. So yeah, let's continue.
Everyone,
True.
welcome.
Jasper.
Welcome to the Burnell family stream.
We've
here
got
on
the real
DSP
star of
Gaming.
the show there too.
How are you all this evening? I hope that you're doing well. And I welcome you here to the show. The first of maybe many, we'll see.
So I think
we already have Jasper here.
I'm just going to talk over him. I think this is very much like intentional. Like she's avoiding looking at the camera. She's looking back. Eyes are on chat. Eyes are right here on chat.
That's how long it's been. The last time Kat was on stream was 2018. All right.
2018.
So good evening.
It's been a long time.
Hello.
Oof, nervous laughter.
Here's the deal. We're just
Yeah.
hanging out with you guys tonight. All right, and I'm sure you guys are gonna have a lot of questions. What's going on? Why is Kat on stream?
You know, I get
we're
it.
Here to field questions, but
I'm nervous too.
I'm
Right.
gonna say this up front.
You're nervous right
Number
now.
one, no, this is not a
Oh, yeah.
pregnancy announcement.
Always.
I don't know who put that.
I live my
seed
life
in
nervous.
everyone's
Did you
mind.
hear
It's
that
not
just
correct
then?
at all. This is not that
Go back.
whatsoever. I'm just gonna say this up front.
Ooh,
Number
I
one,
roll.
no, this is not a pregnancy announcement. I don't know who put that seed in everyone's mind. It's not correct at all. This is not that whatsoever.
Right.
And number two, we are not here to talk about any documentary. All right. So already people are asking, what about the documentary?
So he may explain this, and I might be a dunce, but at this time, there was a YouTuber named Mike Clum, who did a documentary on popular YouTuber that's fallen into lolcowdom, Boogie2988, the probably one of the most renowned obese people on the internet. You probably know who he is. He did this character named Francis who loved Mountain Dew and Doritos, and there's this really popular video of him like jumping into a pool. Basically Mike Clum did a documentary on Boogie. Pretty good documentary.
Mm-hmm.
We can watch it later if you want, but
Okay.
Mike Clum and Phil were talking at this time. Phil ultimately kind of pulled out of this documentary. A lot of people speculate that putting Kat on screen at this time on January 10th, 2024, was kind of a way to get ahead of the documentary and kind of plaster a particular image or, this is the way things are.
Family man image.
Right. The family man, but also like get Kat out there before the documentary. So Kat's appearance in that documentary wasn't as jarring as it could have been, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Because the
Okay,
last
yeah.
time we saw Kat, she was very thin.
She looked very different.
Yes. I mean, candidly, she was just very thin.
Well, and her hair and her makeup and everything else was different too.
Yeah, her hair especially, her hair is dark. And a lot of people
Her hair really changed. Like, even if she got bigger, if her
Mhm.
hair was still similar, she would still look similar.
Right. It's much shorter now too. She'd
Mhm.
always have long hair before. All right, let's continue.
Yeah.
Are you going to be in the? Is this part of the documentary? Is Kat going to be in the documentary? This has nothing to do with the documentary. Therefore, don't ask questions about the documentary. This has nothing to do with it at all. So we're just going to ignore those questions. All right. But it's going to be like a normal late night chill stream for us. We're
A
gonna
normal
hang
late
out.
night chill
We're
stream.
gonna talk. We're gonna answer your questions. We're gonna do shout outs for contributions.
Hangout
It's just gonna
style,
be like a family night
positive
hangout.
Chill
vibe,
time.
Here.
chill
Probably gonna
time.
be
Yeah.
running around the office, jumping all over the chair, and doing silly stuff because we're in here together. All right. So we're gonna get started. First of all, before you ask, I'm sitting on a tiny.
So the friendly
plastic
gremlin right
stool
here.
Because we didn't know.
They were just banned yesterday. Remember in the kick chat? They were gone. Now they're gone forever.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's too big.
Little Easter egg there for you.
They're still around.
They're still
doing
around.
stuff.
Well, who knows now?
Plastic stool. I feel like I'm surfing as I sit on it. And I'm gonna fall.
What an awkward
So
guy.
We may have to do something better if we're planning on doing this.
Eyes still on the
long-term.
chat right here. She's all
Yeah.
over.
No, we're not
All
bringing that
over.
couch
She
in
is
and out of this place. Remember,
He should have had her
very
sit over
concerned.
here.
Terrible. No support or anything.
Yeah.
So, all right. So we're gonna get started. First of all, we already got
Eyes
a few shout outs here
on the chat.
Friendly Gremlin, thank you for becoming a member tonight.
Mhm.
And Only Iced Coffee with the first super chat of the night saying that Kat's makeup is on point. Well, thank you for that compliment.
Yes, thank you.
And let's see what people want to say. So here's what you do. Tag me in the chat. I'll try to catch your
All right,
question.
Phil. Yeah.
I am going to
Let's
be
get those
updating the
questions
leaderboard
flowing.
tonight, but it's going to be tough. It's the first time I've
Yeah.
ever done it,
I
not
wanna
from,
hear some
you know,
Q&A
that
time.
position. So
Oh,
I
you're
have
about to.
basically kinda, like, do this on the
So right
fly.
now we're at
Excellent.
50.
Also, Rick had done a super chat. He says you look like a character from Dragon Age Origins,
I
I
like-
believe.
oh.
Morrigan, the dark-haired character, the mage or whatever, because of your hair
Wasn't she
did.
in Inquisition too?
I think she was a character in Inquisition.
Okay,
for, like,
I
a
remember
mission.
from Inquisition because
Oh boy, real gamer talk right here.
So there, good evening, fan of love.
I've not
played
Good
those
evening,
games.
Sarah says, "Good to see you. You look beautiful."
I played
Kat.
Yes, thank you everybody.
two a little
Kat is
bit.
gorgeous. Jasper's adorable.
Didn't we do
and
one on the
Kat is
couch,
literally
like,
right here.
years
She's under
ago?
us
We,
right now,
we
running all
started
around.
Origins
Marvin says,
or
"Good to see you
or-
again." Kat,
prequel or
This
whatever.
is Kat.
I have no idea.
What was your game of the year for?
I have no
we
idea.
didn't like it.
Inquisition,
Yeah,
maybe.
our first serious
Jeez.
Inquisition,
question
that's
of
what
the
it
night.
was.
There we go.
Yeah,
I
it
didn't
wasn't
play
very
that
fun.
many games.
Not for me.
What games? I don't even remember all
No.
the games I played.
So
at.
yeah, she's
Not
panicking. She's not really answering questions.
She's panicking, and I really appreciate how the pop-ups
Yeah,
cover her
this thing right
face.
here. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just hated Starfield.
Well, you at
But-
first loved it,
Yeah, I
and then
mean,
you ended up hating it because, oh, you know what? I better move this. Look at where the
We
ink
gotta
is.
hate on
It's your
things.
face.
Yeah.
oh,
So I
Phil
gotta
did
move
pick up on
It's
that.
gonna be blocking your
Oh,
face all
Phil
night.
picked up
And
on
he's
it.
moving
Good for
it.
him.
Upper corner.
Eyes are still on
You know what?
chat.
Do over here, block my stupid
Yeah.
hair. There you go.
Eyes
Block
are
my
still
hair.
on chat right now.
I don't want to see me.
Such
See me all
concern.
week.
She's looking away. She's avoiding things.
So, in particular, what game?
Yeah.
Okay. I
She
guess the
saw
question
something
is,
not too
instead
great.
of asking what game did you play that's your favorite game of all the games
Because
you
there's-
saw from 2013,
Oh,
what was your
let's see what
favorite?
answer is
That's a
here.
better
Oh,
question.
that I
Because we
saw.
watched other people play games.
Yeah.
You watched me play games.
What's your favorite game of
So out all the
2020?
games of the year, what did you
23?
think was the best one?
Alan Wake.
I don't
2.
remember
Ah,
what
there
I
you go,
played
she
that
agrees
year.
with me.
And
Alan
I'm
Wake
not
2
even
for
a big
Kat.
fan of horror games. I thought that game was just very.
Oh,
well
I don't
done.
like horror games.
It was.
I'm scaredy cat.
I like them.
It wasn't like a. It didn't have a bunch of generic. I mean, it did have generic stuff in there, but I like the rock opera. Obviously, that was the big thing.
Right.
But
So unique.
the story
Very
was
cool.
well done. The
Very
characters
robust
were
answer.
Well done. It was It was fun to watch.
Surprisingly,
I didn't
not
play it, but I
hating
watched
on
it.
something.
we watched
Right.
Miles play.
But I'd like to point out, like she's not like praising the mechanics. She's just saying like, oh, surprisingly well done. I liked
Yeah,
it.
like it- yeah.
You know, like very generic. Like honestly, it's kind of hard to, come up with that sort of like robust commentary on the fly. But like, if it's your favorite game, you're gonna point out some things.
You're gonna.
She did mention the rock opera, which I've seen that, and it is incredible. But I think she's kind of adopted Phil's mannerisms and cadence when it comes to like describing games specifically.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely an element of wanting to fit in and therefore mimicking him
Right.
and his
Mockingbird.
mannerisms.
Well, you watched
Yeah.
me play some of it, I
Yeah.
think, but we watched someone else do a full playthrough of it after I
Yeah,
finished.
and it was really interesting and really good. Even though I didn't understand it because I don't
Really
remember
interesting
a
and
lot
really
from the
good.
first game, so the ending. Well, I didn't like the ending. That was the only thing I didn't like about the game.
What didn't you like about the ending?
You like
What?
because you prefer definitive endings. You want like a
Yes.
solid ending, and that game definitely had a giant cliffhanger at the end.
Sure.
Yeah, I didn't like the ending at all. But
So
I did like.
We're not
I
gonna
mean, the rest of the game was.
we're
Really
not gonna
good
elaborate.
Besides the ending.
there you go.
No.
Game
Shout
was
out
really
to
good
Broseph
besides
for giving us
ending.
membership
Great.
for 25
Cool.
months.
Thanks,
Happy
Kat.
New Year, DSP and Kat. I wish you the best. Thank you, Broseph. That's a very
Quick
nice
little
thing to
review.
say.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like a first tip of the
Is
night just
Jade in the
rolled
chat tonight?
A $20
I don't
tip.
see
Now,
any Jade
guys,
in the
Do we
chat.
see him?
Bear with me. This is the first time I'm doing it like this, so I'm gonna have to
Oh,
figure
welcome
this out,
back, Jasper.
figure out how this
Jasper.
goes. So from August, a
I also
$20
want you to know
Character.
couple. Have a good
this
night.
doesn't
Thank you
matter.
very much.
But
August, our first
Phil,
tip of
what
the
Phil's
night.
saying doesn't matter.
So let's
They
play a nice
Phil had Jasper declawed.
Yakuza animation for that.
Yeah, I like the
Um,
There we
Yakuza.
go.
Yeah.
So
I will
Jasper's
update it
missing
in a
his
second.
digits right
Or
here.
Kat, first time you're
I
seeing
think
it in person.
I think
But doesn't
front.
he say that he
Oh, I
came
like
to
those.
Claude?
I think those
Yeah,
are
he
my
does say
favorite
that,
animations.
but
They're awesome. They're from Yakuza 0.
no
yeah,
shelter
together.
would have
I did it
declawed
last year, and I said, you know what, I'm
Jasper.
gonna save those for this year.
That is
because
a
Yeah.
like a Dragon
purely
Age coming
elective
up,
Yeah,
surgery
which
for
is
cats
like-
nowadays.
I
to
love-
save it for that. So very
Absolutely.
nice. Let's see
Jasper's too young for
here.
that
Zebby Bobebi
to
revealing
have
their membership
happened
for
to
20
him.
months. Been with DSP families for almost 2 years. Thank you very much, Zebby Bobebi, for
So he's already collected $20.
And also, there was another super
All
chat I
right.
need to get to. This is going to be awkward.
Out of
I really
50.
got to figure something out.
I think
here.
he's up to
Perhaps
30
I need-
now, maybe
perhaps I
40.
need to get another wireless mouse for the keyboard because this is going to be a pain to be reaching over. Pizza
Yeah,
Box
so why
Gaming with
didn't
the
you
$10
sit
super
next
chat.
to
God bless you and your
He really didn't put much thought into what this was going to look like.
family. Thank you very much,
Mm-mm.
Pizza Box. That's very nice of you to say. And
Eyes
we
are
got
still
another tip coming in
directly
here.
on chat.
If I can click it.
He's like reaching over here.
From Twitch, a $5 tip saying you all
Here's
are
the keyboard.
amazing. Thank you very much, Twitch, for a $5 tip.
Mhm.
And she's got like a beverage right here, just
Jasper
sipping on
here,
that.
and, let's see.
Jasper's down here,
Also
just
get
being a
Pizza
little
Box up
shit.
there while we do this, and then we
Yep.
can look for more questions. Hold on one
Yeah, they
second.
said maybe switch the chairs. So put this chair on that side and then your stool over here. That's
Oh,
what someone said.
we could
Not
maybe do
just
that
switch
next
the
time. There's no way
chairs,
we're gonna be able to
switch-
pull that off right now because of the way the
Oh my
office is too
gosh.
confined.
He's shutting her
Well,
down
maybe you're
already.
right. Maybe that's a recommendation.
Oh
we
my
get.
gosh.
The reason I
Oh,
did
it's
this way is 'cause
painful.
The keyboard is
Mhm.
and this has somewhere to put it flat. Over on that side, there's nothing.
Why do you
So
need
I
that
could
keyboard
actually type
over
Over there, I
here?
wouldn't have been able to, but
but you're using
maybe
this
right.
keyboard
Maybe
over
that's what I
there?
should have done because now I can't really reach
Right?
the touchpad. Looks
Oh,
like
it's the
another tip
touchpad
came
he's
in.
using.
Oh.
But the keyboard's over
A
here.
$5 tip from
Still doesn't make
Cypress says,
sense.
"What a surprise! Happy to see you both in a good place. This is awesome. As always, you have my full support." And okay, thank you very
Eyes
much.
directly on chat.
Here we go.
Mhm.
$5 tip.
You can see her
From
kind of
Cypress. Thank you
mouthing
so
as
much,
she
Cypress.
reads.
It
Mm-hmm.
looks like a lot of support is coming in out of nowhere. By the way,
Absolutely.
we don't really have goals. Like I'm gonna be honest,
Look
like,
at his
this stuff
hairline
doesn't
today.
Really apply tonight. I don't know why. I
Not
did that.
today, but
This is
you
just
know,
gonna
right
be
now.
a stream
Yeah.
to have
It's
fun,
pretty
talk with
crazy.
you guys, and have
We
some
got the
interaction.
we got the
We're not really
lovely.
looking to raise
Here, I'm gonna
anything
try. I'm
tonight.
I'll trace
We're
it.
not looking to hit any goals tonight.
All right, Phil.
This is just a hangout session to reintroduce Kat back to my stream.
Yeah,
It's
that's
very
it.
it's
and,
very
and
much
do some
that
Q&A
kind
and
of
a
style.
family setting. Again, first time that Jasper
There you go.
also has
Like
been
a
able to be
macaroni
here
noodle.
That's
with
not a
us
good
together
silhouette
as a
right
family,
there.
which is really awesome.
Not
that
at
we're
all.
kind of together tonight. So it looks like the Lucky Gremlin gifted 10
RIP
memberships
Lucky
to the
Gremlin.
community. Congrats to anyone who just got one of those memberships. And
The
Zombie
Lucky
did a super
Gremlin.
chat that
The
just got
Lucky
deleted
Gremlin, yes.
because it's probably a troll.
Gone.
Very nice. So
Forever.
congratulations. Like I said, just to forewarn you all,
Mm.
all of the moderators are here tonight. And they're not
She's
putting up
she's
with
catching the
nonsense.
bad
Say
shit
anything
down
that
here
could be
before it,
alluded to as
you
trollish
know,
or
Mhm.
stupid
comes
Before the
over here.
mods do.
you're going to get moderated, and I'm not going to be sitting on my day off tomorrow unbanning 40 people.
On
probably
banning
should,
40 people.
think twice
Jasper's
about that,
out.
all right?
Jasper's
All right, Shill,
exited
nice
the
to see you.
game.
How have you been? How have you
That
been?
door was bugging me this
Good.
whole time.
The door has been
Better than last
The
closed.
doorknob.
Well, that's for sure.
Jasper's on the
That
other
was many,
side.
many years ago. Things were
This
very
is the
different back
door.
then, right?
Yeah.
Things are
Jasper's
much better now,
scratching
I
on
feel.
it.
So
He
that's
needs
a good
out.
thing.
He
I'm
needs
not even
in.
kidding you. Like 5 tips just showed up at once. So thank you guys. Will Jasper talk with Kat around? That's a good question.
Oh,
Will
no, he's
Jasper
down
meow
here.
I don't know where.
Oh.
While we're both in here,
Oh,
he's
he's right there.
Nope,
he's
they're looking
around
for him.
here.
Nope, he's over
I
here.
wonder. Well, here's the real question: will Jasper jump on?
Do you like
either of
these
them? Because
very
usually he tries to jump on my
ESPN
lap
style
and
highlights?
And the question is, will
We
he
got
try to
down
jump
here.
on Cat's lap? And so
We
he
got
can
over
bend
here.
something? Yeah. I don't think he'll jump on my lap. Reason being, I'm sitting on
No,
this
this is
wobbly
excellent.
plastic stool.
So,
He's not
Maddie, if you
familiar with
this
that,
is
but
the
he's
big zone of
definitely familiar
movement,
with that
big
chair.
zone of movement,
So you would think
and
if
then right
anything, he'd jump
here
on Cat's
is the very
lap
small
here.
zone of non-movement. And we
Yeah.
have we've got some changing lights down here.
And then earlier this week.
Changing
Yeah.
lights
Just give me
down
five
here.
memberships, congrats. Oh, here we go.
And
And
up
then-
top, you can't forget the
If you
movement.
put your leg down,
Yeah,
occurring.
jump on
movement
your
is
lap,
happening
so
up
if you
here.
want him to. If you don't want
And
him to,
then,
put up.
honestly, the
Right
way
here,
my
he's gonna
eye
jump on you right now.
follows this
He totally
frame
wants
is
to jump
then
on you.
up
That's the look.
and then down
Jump on your
here.
And then, yeah, from the
Yeah.
audio
You wanna
frame
jump on my
down,
lap, buddy?
Yeah.
down the
You
chat.
can go up there if
And
you
then
want
I'm
to.
going up here as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Sorry
don't know
about
about
that.
you.
He's like,
I don't
why
know
is
about
she
you.
in that chair? He's like, why the hell is she in that chair?
I
and
mean,
not
yeah,
you?
yeah, absolutely.
So thank you to the stranger for the
That's
5
that's how I
memberships.
operate.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
Anybody
yeah.
wants us to support
As
us, it's
anybody
great
would.
to see you tonight,
As
Kat.
anybody would.
If you noticed, she's been swaying back and forth
All right.
here.
Whoa, I don't think we have that many members.
Mm-hmm.
Phil also sways back and
A little
forth.
excessive. Gabriel with a super chat. Welcome back, Kat. Who came up with the name Jasper? Not us.
That's right. He was.
Not us.
He already had that name when we adopted him.
That's right.
Interesting.
We rescued him from a shelter, and he already had been given that name, and we were like, we like it, right? It
Yeah.
was a nice.
I mean,
name,
we have that
so we
same
just
story
stuck
with our lovely boy Frank.
Change it.
We do,
It looks like
but our
Pizza Box
other
Gaming might have
lovely
just
cat,
done another
we do
10
not have
memberships.
that same story
At this
for.
point, it's
Her
gonna be
maiden
hard to
name
track,
was,
so maybe I'll stop trying to track her
Hyena,
tonight,
I
but think
believe.
we're at like 11:79 and climbing.
Yeah.
And now
Thank you
she's
so much,
wormy.
Pizza Box Gaming, for that. And
And
again,
now
anyone
she's
who's getting
wormy.
gifted memberships tonight, be sure to thank the people who are gifting them out and say thank you and be grateful. Okay? I know that Gabriel was the last.
Lots of
super
support
chatter.
tonight.
Be grateful?
Birds is on there.
Be grateful.
What?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say.
Oh, that means.
What's that?
Not
Be
rich.
grateful
It's
for
not
the
that
gifted
streamer rich,
memberships.
someone impersonating him, basically.
Mhm.
So right here, he was counting the members, right? So he's counting the members, but they're not adding to the tips goal.
Mm-mm.
Oh my God! All right, we'll start at the
So
bottom.
this was an era where he wasn't that desperate yet.
A whopping $22.
I mean, he's always
tip
been
from
desperate,
$2,
but
who says $2
right here,
has tipped me $22
you know, he's not counting any of
Thanks
this.
to
This is all
$2 for the
revenue.
$22.22.
This is
Big
all
up,
revenue
big ups,
that he's just
Phil,
not,
and welcome to the lovely Cat.
I guess,
Not
claiming, tracking
Thank you
for
so
the
much.
streams. Yeah.
$2 for the $22.22 tip.
I think
Someone's
he's just
trying
kind
to
of
get me
excited by the
hypnotized
fact
tonight,
that
but
it's
not
rolling
working.
in so fast
so-
right now.
Could be. Oh.
$2.
Oh,
Thank
there
you
we
so
go.
much.
Interesting.
I would say, guys, if you have questions for Kat, tonight would
That's on
definitely be
Raw
the night
Phil's
for it.
side, I believe.
You guys can talk to me all week long,
Mhm.
seriously. So if you have questions for me, save them for my streams. But if you got questions for Kat or us together,
Yeah,
tonight would
let's
definitely be
ask
the time
Kat
for
some
that.
questions. Kat, what do you like to cook?
continuing
What's your
on.
favorite things
Oh
to
my God, I'm gonna
do?
have to pull this thing
Got
into
any
separate-
hobbies you want to tell us
we got So
about?
many coming in. Got a $10 tip.
Nice shiny forehead
From
here.
Teddy, I got nothing but love
That's
for the
bright.
Brunels.
Yeah, very bright.
My favorite family besides my own. Well, you're close, and it's the thought that counts. So thank you, Teddy, for the $10 tip there. Appreciate that. Okay. Let's see here. I'm going to stop deleting emails, and I'm just going to start pumping out the messages. We got a $2 tip from Mr. Louis Casino. I was falling
That's what I
asleep
think
for
she's
a nap
thinking.
while you're streaming in the background, heard Kat's voice.
Yeah.
I jumped up in excitement.
I don't think she wants to
What
be
were
there.
Oh, here we go. Your first big question of the night.
Oh my God.
What
Yep.
were
Ooh,
Kat's
first big question.
full
First big question.
thoughts on Starfield? Here we go.
Starfield.
Ooh,
Where do
not
you
a
start
question.
with that?
Where do
Oh
you
my
start?
God.
Well, you played it. So
So-
what did you all right, here's how you answer a question like that. What did you think when you started playing the game, and how did you
Little
feel by the end?
mansplaining going on.
Yeah.
Lovely little
Obviously,
mansplaining.
Expectations were high when I started playing it. You know, I mean, it's a Bethesda game, so you're like, it's gonna be
Right.
similar to the same other. like,
You've played the
Fallout
Bethesda games, right?
like that.
I
Right.
believe so, yeah.
You've played a little bit of
I think
Skyrim. You had
okay,
your
I
own
didn't
little
love it when
playthrough
I
going
first
on.
Yeah.
started. I thought it was okay.
I've played a lot of
I thought
Bethesda
it was
games.
okay, and then
They have a certain kind of
as
style
I got
vibe
more
to them.
into it, I
Yeah.
started to like it less and less.
Okay, why, Kat?
There's just so many things to say.
I played
about
some
it.
Fallout 4 too.
Is there anything you actually liked about the game?
No.
Wow.
No.
I can't even. Think
Oh.
Of
She says no.
Can't even think of
Starfield.
anything.
This is coming from
Starfield
someone who,
is
the year
felted.
Before Starfield, she went on Game Pass Ultimate and she played like every Fallout game in a row.
Yeah.
Because she wanted to
How do
get
you
like
spell
the
field? Is it
background of
E?
Bethesda before she played
No.
Starfield. And it got hyped for
Starfelted.
by playing those classic
Yeah, I
games.
mean, I'm more of a fan of Elder
Starfelted.
Scrolls.
There we
I
go.
played. I mean, I don't even like Fallout 4.
She
and I
doesn't
thought
like Fallout 4.
was better than Starfield.
Doesn't even like.
She's
Fallout
talking
4.
shit on your Fallout
Starfield
4.
Because, like, truthfully, my
I
favorite
mean,
Fallout game is New Vegas.
It's the one I've
And
played.
Yeah.
I wasn't
then
in
from
love
that
with
would be
it,
Fallout
but
think-
like I liked
And
it.
then the last would be
I mean, I
Fallout
liked
4.
it.
I liked it
Oh,
well
I really
enough.
did not
Shout
like
out Jade is in
Fallout 4.
chat.
Starfield
Right
was the
here.
worst
Jade's in
game.
chat.
Oh yay!
Right
That's
here.
how much I hate Starfield. The game was a buggy mess. When I played it, my game crashed like every hour. It froze and crashed. I had to keep making
shit.
saves. So because I knew it was gonna crash, and then I had to delete the saves. 'cause
Yep.
there were
You did
too many
delete the
That happens
saves.
every time with a Bethesda game.
Um,
Every time.
Jade
I
is
hated all
cool.
the companions. They were boring. I hated all the factions. They
Very
were boring.
hateful. Very negative.
The game got very
Yeah.
repetitive. There was nothing unique about it.
No unique,
um,
nothing unique.
Just nothing about the game. The story. I'm not
Sure.
going to the story. The story's awful.
Please go into the
Wow.
story,
Wow.
Cat. That's what they want to
Everything
know.
about the game is awful.
Yeah. In truth,
Sadly.
I
Terrible
think I
game.
liked the game better than her, and
I
it was
didn't like
and
it
it
at
was
all.
my most disappointing game of the year on my countdown, and I think she liked it better than, or I liked it better than her.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
that says something.
I can't even think of one good thing to say about it.
No
All right.
horns for this guy. Little devil.
Let's see here. We have so much to get through, guys. Please bear with us because we got to get through a bunch of tips and a bunch of shout outs here on this YouTube side as well. $5 tip from Andre.
Looks
Best
like
wishes
cow
to you
ears
in the
now.
upcoming year, and I
Brought him a
actually
little
just
cow
wrote down,
nose.
this touchpad stinks. I have a question. I'm
And
having a
cow
bowl of
eyes.
ice cream. Make chocolate chip ice cream. What's your favorite ice cream or yogurt? What's your favorite flavor of ice cream?
I like mint
Very
chocolate
good.
chip.
Mint
I
chocolate
would say
chip.
that's probably up
Kind
there.
of
one of your
a. I mean, that's a
Yeah,
fair
either
ice cream.
that
I'd say. What's
or
your favorite ice cream? I think you're a cookies.
I
little-
love cookies and cream.
little cookie dough or cookie doughs and cream.
First of
Or
all, I barely
cookie
eat ice
dough.
cream, Okay.
Cookie
Cookie
dough
dough's good too,
style
but I
ice
love
cream.
cookies and cream.
If I eat
Very
dairy,
good.
I get very gassy, right? But if I eat ice cream, usually I try to have something with chocolate. But I
Chocolate?
do like mint flavors as well. So
Oh.
I loved mint chocolate chip. One that I used to eat when I was young and I haven't had in 100 years is
So,
pistachio ice cream.
mint.
I bet I would really like that if I had my hands on it, but I haven't had it in so long.
Mint chalk. He
$5
says.
tip from Tony Salami. We should do
See over
co-op
here.
Not a
games
fan.
together. It could be a great addition for the
Kind of
future.
toothpastey
I guess at
sometimes.
this point, since obviously now we've been on stream for like 20 minutes
Yeah.
already, no
It
one's
has to
been
have like
asked
no
the
mint
question.
chunks.
I guess we'll
It only
answer a
has to have
question like, why
chocolate
are we
chunks
together
for me.
tonight? Why
Otherwise,
tonight?
it's
And what
weird.
are our
Or like
plans?
veins of like the minty,
In a nutshell,
like
all right,
toothpastey shit.
Kat
Have you
has
ever had
told
that?
me over the years
I
that she's wanted to come back on
detest
stream,
mint
but
chocolate
it was-
chip
she
so
was
much
looking
that
for the
I will
right
not
time.
even
Now,
try
was
it.
there a
Yeah,
reason particularly
specifically, I
why you
think
felt now
peppermint
was the
ice
right
cream
time
is
for any
god
time?
awful.
'Cause
Like
remember, it's always
the
been
chocolate really
literally an
grounds it.
open door policy. She could
But if
come
it's
in
like
here anytime.
chocolate
Yeah.
peppermint,
I've
it's
always
still
told you
shit.
that.
Well, I think over the years,
Ooh,
It
yeah.
needs to be
you know,
green.
like, you know, the first time I was on here,
That's what I'm talking about.
truthfully, I just didn't know how to deal with all the negative stuff.
Yeah,
Ooh,
it's-
she's
it's
talking.
hard.
Okay, she's
It's hard
talking
if
about
you're
the
not
first
used to
time.
it
She
every day,
is.
You know.
Now, I mean, it's happened so much that I just don't care anymore. I've learned to not.
She does not care
about what
anymore.
the like, I know there's trolls watching this. And
She
I know
really
there's
has a
trolls
Midwestern
consuming it,
accent.
and I don't give a shit.
I don't
just
give a shit.
care. Like the best thing you can do is just focus on the
I
positive.
don't
And
care.
that's what I want to do. I don't care what people say. I know there's people that say, you know, oh, they say things like about
What do you
my
think?
weight and stuff. Like that's
Oh.
a big thing they've been saying.
Mhm.
And you just gotta laugh at
Been
it.
saying.
We got
Before, I
W's in
could laugh
chat.
at it, and I didn't want to come back on here because
W.
it was so upsetting the first time I did.
Yeah.
But since it's been like what 5 years.
I'd like to
now,
hear this out, Cat.
And
It's kind of like everything
Yeah.
else. The
That's
first
fair,
time it
Kat.
happens, it's
I mean,
shocking.
yeah,
The second time it happens, okay.
Those
well, it
character
still
flaw
hurts, but it's not as
attacks,
shocking.
they do
But
hurt.
The 1 millionth time it happens,
Exactly.
like who gives a shit anymore?
Right.
Sure,
Like, all
but
right,
I-
say what you're gonna say.
I'm specifically pausing this. I think this is avoidance of the issue. Like, he's not saying, hey guys, you should stop saying these things about my wife. Because
No, he's just saying people are gonna say these things.
right.
And
He's
that's
just-
really not like
Right.
defending her at all.
Right. He's kind of like, I don't know. It just seems like it's building a wall between him and the issue. And he says, oh, you're behind that wall too, honey. But he's really he's not saying anything. It's like a complete it's just complete avoidance of like holding your community accountable, right? Holding the detractors accountable. If anything, I want the person I'm in love with to defend my honor. You know?
Absolutely.
Right.
Like,
it's just
stand up.
Right.
Be a man.
Draw that line. Just say, hey, if you're gonna do that's too far. You've crossed the line, and I don't appreciate that. And if you continue to do that, you know, that has consequences. But he just doesn't do that. And specifically right now with PPP, Triple P, that's what I call him. That's what a lot of people call him. Triple P insults his wife, and he laughs at it. And he says Triple P is he like fails to like bring up like, hey dude, stop talking shit about my wife. Like, I don't know. It's such a cop out on Phil's end to not defend his wife's honor. If he truly loves her, I think he would. But honestly, I've got money in divorce coin, so I think we're gonna see a fallout here in the coming years. Specifically, sorry?
No, I think that would be really fun to witness.
Oh yeah, Phil sleeping on that couch again. I mean, we might get another May burst.
Maybe.
She literally hasn't been on a stream in 5 years, and if those people still haven't shut the fuck up about it, they're never going to. So who cares what they say at this point, right? So there you go.
Who cares what they say versus stop saying that shit about my fucking wife.
She clearly cares.
She's looking right at the chat.
You know, some things that we would consider doing.
His face does not scream like I don't care.
Out there and we'll talk about this more
I do.
One of the things that we think would be an excellent first idea would be with Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth coming out at the end of the month. That game's going to have a mode in it where you basically build a virtual island. You're able to have like almost like
this is the game that inspired the spoon rant.
And we both played Animal Crossing and loved it. We both
I can summarize that for you real quick if you want.
Have like nights where
I remember the
give me your mail address so I can mail you a spoon to eat shit out of my ass.
Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, and all the decisions we'll
the characters in the game are going through exactly what I went through.
The other cool thing is like Jasper
it's Marie free.
He's gonna be in here, like he always wants to be with us, so he'll probably be in here for these streams jumping.
That's basically the gist of it
and everything. So it'll be nice.
Perfect.
Like
thank you very much.
Content,
you're welcome.
Right? Now, will there be anything else?
Ooh, family night content.
We're not
family night content,
right? You take it step by step.
That
night's our very first night.
So
let's see how this
what happened is they started to play Infinite Wealth in the future. Infinite Wealth, not wealth. Infinite Wealth in the future. They did like a couple of streams. I think they did 2 or 3, and those were the streams where Kat was like falling asleep on stream, and she was like fully slumped in the chair, and he's like, "Baby, you can leave if you're tired. You can leave." And she's like, "Oh, okay," and she just walked out of the fucking room without saying goodbye.
You from Liverpool.
Yeah.
Long-time fan, been watching ever since Left.
So this plan didn't really work out for him.
Very beginning. So thank you so very much, Liam. Brad doing a super chat. Good to see you all. Hope 2024 is great to you both. Kat, I know.
There is no concern about stage presence from. There's a little bit from him. There's some masking from him.
Mm-hmm. Well, he's been on camera for 15 years at this point.
Yeah.
And
he's got his persona he portrays.
Right. And I think this is a good smile right here. I think this is a wonderful smile.
But she just gets so focused on chat, but then also doesn't watch her reactions to
it's
chat
like
or Phil.
It's like when people started wearing face masks for like the first couple of years after the pandemic, and then we all took them off, and it's like, okay, well, I've got RBF
we forgot
now.
about our faces. Yeah.
I just like to point out that we do have a handy dandy little pointer available to us. This is a lovely Wojak of Phil Burnell himself. So we can see here, this is a lovely smile. Yeah, she's got a lovely smile here. I think she's got great teeth as well.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And she does do her makeup really nice. Like, she's got the full glam down pat.
She's got the cheeks done well. I think it's a little bit too intense for this situation, but like if she was going to a fancy dinner or something, I think this would be great.
Yeah. Highlight is popping.
Pokemanx with a super chat saying, happy to see Cat on the stream. Thank you, Pokemanx. Liza Soul with a $10 super chat. Cat, how does it feel being married to the almighty
Collecting that
Phil?
money.
I'm sure it's... What do you think? Be honest.
Again, a lovely
yesterday about
smile.
me? Awful? Terrible?
No, it's
Great?
It's just funny the way.
I know. The almighty Phil. Like, I'm some big deal. Who cares?
We did
Right?
get an up. Did we get
Zero
an
Dimes
updated
with the
tip
super chat
count?
says, did you hear what happened to Kevin Nash? And
I think he. I mean, we're at 74 right now,
Yeah.
And Avarice, we haven't remember.
and the night has just started.
Everyone saying W Cat, meaning like win to see Cat here tonight. So I guess it would be 0 dimes would be the latest.
I don't know if this is
super chat.
counting
Go back to
super
tips.
chats as well. This is
Once we get to
exclusively
contributions,
tips
we will
right
take
now.
open questions, but at this
Not
rate, I don't think
chips.
we're gonna
Okay.
get through contributions tonight. The way that this is going,
I wish
guess
it
we'll
was
see.
chips.
I wish it was
All right,
chips
swinging
too.
back over here to tips. Holy moly!
You ever had all dressed chips?
Got a $5 tip.
No.
They're very nice.
Okay. Okay.
Parm gar chip. I know that's your
This is Fatal
predilection.
I
Lovecraft.
do.
I wanted to say, let Cat know it's
I
good to
do
see
like a
her.
Parm
Glad
gar
she's
chip.
on stream again.
Classic chip.
And my mortuary school training is almost done.
Okay, stage presence. Cat,
Yeah.
what the fuck is going on here?
It just
I'm
it
getting
looks
my
like a
cremation
face of
certification
disgust.
still. Well, there you go. As you know,
Pick
I
your
have
nose a
viewers
little
from
bit.
all walks of life all over the world.
Mm.
Fatal Lovecraft is someone who has been training for mortuary school for
It
many
kind of
years,
does
still
look like
getting
a
out of
face of
school.
disgust.
And pretty cool to hear that he's almost done with his training there. Good
But
to hear.
it could just be
All
RBF.
right,
Could
thank
be.
you for
It
that.
could be.
Oh my god. It's scrolling so fast I can't even keep up with it. Got a
We got
$2
Jade in the
tip
chat
here
right here.
from Anso Kamaru. It's nice to
We
see
love
you
Jade.
finally back
Shout
with
out,
Cat. You look wonderful. Can you do me
You
a
love
favor?
Jade?
Convince Phil
I
that
love Jade.
Final Fantasy 16 was amazing. You want her to convince me? You haven't heard her opinion on Final
convince
Fantasy
me?
16. Do you even want to share what you think about Final Fantasy 16?
Should I?
It's up to
Yeah,
you. Go for
go
it.
ahead.
Because I think he doesn't understand.
No,
Come
when
on,
you
Cat.
said that Starfield was his, what was it? The game that you were most disappointed in.
That's right.
Which I agreed with. And then I said,
Okay.
and I was watching you do the stream, and you said, wait,
Sure.
there's another game. And I said, what other game could be worse than Starfield? Like, I literally couldn't think of anything. And then you said Final Fantasy 16, and I was like, I actually forgot about that game because it was so bad. And
Oof.
if a game is like really bad, I put it out of my mind. So I didn't even
Oh my
remember Final
gosh.
Fantasy 16.
Wow.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Out of sight, out of mind, indeed.
It was terrible.
All right. There you go.
Great. I'm gonna just draw
So, I
Phil's
received
facial hair
a
from memory here,
$50 anonymous
real
tip.
quick.
Okay.
You are
I'm just gonna
extremely
draw it down
fortunate to
here.
have such a beautiful bride. Welcome back.
Oh, we got
Cat.
that. Well, no, that's
There
too
you go.
generous.
Whopping $50
It's
tip.
kinda-
Thank you
it's
so
kinda
very
more
much
like-
to the anonymous $50
Yeah.
tipper tonight. That's gonna get.
We
us
gotta
up
keep the
here
bald
and
spot in
climbing.
there.
Maybe I should just get
Yeah,
rid of it
don't
totally,
forget the
forget
bald
about it,
spot.
'cause at
And
this
then we
point, like I
have-
said, we don't even have a goal or anything.
have
This is just
this.
supposed to be a
The
you know,
brows.
And then a nice
a
nose
hangout
coming
stream with you
in.
guys. I received
Yeah.
a $2 tip.
Lifeless eyes.
Thank God it's Cat. I thought this would be another bad interview. Since Cat's joining the streams, will you guys be doing any co-op? Will you check out It Takes Two?
And then, of course, the
And,
hairline.
Is it rude to ask why she likes a shorter hairstyle? I mean, it's up to
There
her.
you
She
go.
wants to answer.
That's
why
Phil
she
right
likes shorter
there.
Hair.
Easier to take care of.
There you go.
Much easier.
That's Phil.
Simple.
Yeah.
I will
But we
agree.
already
Short
answered
hair
the
is much
last
easier to
question
take
that
care
we're
of.
planning on doing some,
And I don't mind the way she's styling this. However, the calic right here kind of it bungles the cut.
And by the way,
Like, I think these bangs would be really cute
Anything insulting, we're just skipping it.
if the
From
calic
Raging
wasn't there.
Boar,
And I
any
know that's like
anticipated games for you
biological,
this year?
right? To a certain extent.
Here comes.
Yeah.
It could just be the light in this area
Yes.
when she
I think
leans
it's the camera
forward.
angle too.
Obviously, like a dragon.
Absolutely.
It just hits the right spot.
Now it's called like a dragon.
Look at
but,
this.
Um,
That
I'm
hairline.
playing that as soon as it
Yeah.
comes out. There's not even a lot of dates for games. this year,
Most games
right?
don't have dates past March, so
Yeah.
it's hard to even say what you're interested in. Even me doing the schedule for the
Yeah.
Christmas
Yeah,
marathon,
Phil.
it's hard to get solid dates for anything.
Every year Phil goes
These are my
through
big two right now.
Yeah, I
like
can't think at the top of
the
my head. If I saw
the
a
games that have been
then I would
like
probably remember,
released
but
or
I
not
remember them
released
not
but
being
like
not
projected
being
for
dates, but-
release in the coming year.
Are we? By the way, guys, and I'll ask the
He did
chat,
it last
is the
year as well.
microphone good?
This
Can you
past
hear
year
both of us?
rather.
Because this is the first time you've
It's
really
the
heard
it's
a
the
mic
most
like
boring
this.
shit.
I
It's just
wanna make
like
sure you can hear me
last night, not last night, but the other night, I think it was Thursday or Wednesday, he finished the game about digging a hole. I think that's what the game's called. I don't know. But he finished that within 45 minutes of the stream. And then the next hour and a half of the stream was just him on Steam looking up indie games. And it was just the most boring shit ever.
Would you consider playing it? No, I don't really.
Yeah,
feel like it's time to go back to Street Fighter 4.
I don't understand
It's not content.
the appeal.
It's just not content. It's devoid of content. Like, whoever thought somebody... If I want to browse the Steam store and look at new indie games, I'm not going to go to a stream and do that. I'm just going to launch Steam, or I'm going to go on Google and look up Steam, you know, storefront, and I'm going to do that myself. Like, it's just the most, like, rotten shit ever to expect tips for fucking browsing a store.
And if that is content that the viewers are interested in,
from Love It or Leave It, how does it feel
like,
being married to the
most I would
funniest
spend on it
gamer
is 5
Earth?
minutes. Like, hey, let's look and see what's new in store.
Right.
Is it like you're married to the great Jim Carrey?
Cool.
There you
It's
go.
this.
Look at these comparisons.
What are
like-
your opinions?
Or, like, maybe, like, jump back and forth into that.
Don't you just think Jim
Carrey,
Yeah.
when you look at him, he's the first
Don't
influence
just-
to watch, right?
Hover in the Steam store for an hour and a half, staring at chat, asking like, okay, what games do you guys want to see? This one's too expensive. This is $25. I'm gonna spend $25 and then not hit the goal for a stream.
So now this one's talking about prominent detractors and stupidity, so I'm just going to ignore this one. There you go.
Prominent
I told you not to waste
So
time.
that chat was
Start
probably
gonna
about
skip it, so
Tevin.
I'm not even going to bother with that one.
Tevin is a prominent
$3
detractor
tip
in the Snortex.
From Jackson saying, "Kat, did you ever
Honestly,
play
I don't know a lot about
Street Fighter
Tevin.
4,
He's
and
just
did you
been
enjoy
in
it?"
the story for a very long time. He's like one of the original detractors.
Maybe I'll play it when there's
Wow.
nothing else to play.
Tevin specifically, Phil blamed after Kat left
Yeah,
the stream in 2018. He said Kat is downstairs crying because Tevin made fun of her so much. Which,
Wow.
I don't know.
Let's
It's
see. A $5
a
tip
very
from
shitty thing to
Starflame.
do.
He says, question for Kat, did you
Not on
play
Tevin's
Hogwarts
part, but
Legacy?
Phil singling out this content creator, this detractor, and blaming him solely for Kat's emotional distress and not the situation he put her in. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's just me.
He didn't really take any accountability.
Right. Accountability is not in Phil's lexicon.
Right. Here's the thing.
No.
If this isn't a testament that the game was interesting, you're not a Harry Potter fan, right?
I mean,
you weren't a big fan.
I think they're talking about Hogwarts Legacy. You have that game. You've played that game.
I do. And I have. But I haven't finished it.
There you go. That's what I mean. Same thing with me. Like, I've seen the movies, but I wasn't like a big fan, and it ended up being a really.
They
great
loved the
for
game,
me
it looks like.
over the course of the year. So.
Interesting.
Another $20.
I
don't know.
Wow. This one is.
She
from-
loves to game. One of her favorite games is Skyrim, and she plays that a lot.
Thank you so very much. Remember, guys, if you want me to give you a
There's a
shout-out,
whole
you must
song
put
about
your
Phil,
name and your text,
taking
message to
off a
us
day
in the
off
actual tip
or a week
itself.
off just to watch her play
And that
Skyrim.
one didn't have anything, so, but it was a $20
Not a
tip,
whole
so
song,
thank you
part
very
of the song,
much.
but it's a good song. Shout out
Animations are
Meerkat.
Going completely crazy here, nonstop. I think we're finally done with the tips. Then we can get to YouTube side.
All right, we're at $189 in tips.
All right, the final tip
Simply
right now
tips.
is a $2
That's
tip.
not counting memberships, and that's not counting super chats, I believe.
Right.
Could be wrong. I could be wrong.
No, I'm not going to read that. We're just going to skip
Kat,
that
did
one.
you play Final
Now you
Fantasy
see the kind of
VII
stuff I read all
Remake?
day. Now you know what I'm going through over here. Like, what the hell is that?
Uh,
Are you really gonna read that shit on stream? What are you talking about?
I have no idea what he's referring to.
Someone says people who have been critical of Kat would never dare show their faces. So respect to you
Oh,
all.
somebody's
There you go.
super chat.
Most of
Looks
them
like we
are
found out
hiding
what's
behind, you know,
what's
the internet.
eating Gilbert Grape,
That's why they act like that. They're hiding.
and they're suggesting she is.
Okay. So
Um,
I think we're good with tips
Another
now. So
super
now
chat
on the
that
YouTube
says
side of
she's
things again,
huge, man. The
we got
harpoons,
Token with a
boys.
$2 super chat.
She's huge, man. The
That's just
harpoons,
mean.
boys. It is mean. It is mean. However, I believe this is where it starts to set in. Like, the brain worms are wriggling in. They're trying to get in there.
Yeah.
I'm sorry you guys have to deal with so much negativity. You're both sweet and nice. You don't deserve that.
You're both sweet and nice.
It's nice of you to
Aw.
say. Broseph saying, Kat, which is your favorite, the Series X, the PS5, or the Nintendo Switch?
Oh
Series
boy.
X or S. I have the S. He has
Right.
the X.
I have the X. She has the S.
But the S is amazing still. Like,
She has the same
you don't even
Xbox
need
as
the
you.
X. The S performs just as well.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's good. It's
We've seen very few performance differences.
Yeah.
Even playing the same games between the two consoles. Maybe every once in a while, a few frames of animation less on the X, or maybe a
do you
little
wanna,
bit more loading time, but
increase the
it's almost
speed of
same.
this?
Like, I think what people don't realize.
Yeah,
the Series X is more for people
let's
who are
watch
doing,
this
like,
a little bit quicker, because
4K
there's a lot of
resolution,
content
or,
to go
you know,
through, and
4K,
I
40p,
don't,
1080p,
at this
that's what we see
rate, I
on
don't
TV.
know if we'll
Either
get through it
console's
all.
fine for that.
We're going
We don't
super
really need
speed.
The high-end one, so. Monty Mole with a $2 super chat, or actually it's a £2 super chat. Good to see you, Cat.
Phil
Okay,
speaks
this
so
is so much
slowly.
better.
Gabriel with a super
This
chat.
is so much better.
No future family feud
Frank
schedules now.
Hassel just
We
said
are
he's
not
gonna
promising
find her
anything.
at work.
You know me. I don't want to
Is a
overpromise
super chat
and
in there?
underdeliver. So what we'll do is we'll see how tonight goes, see how Cat feels about how tonight went, see how
Very
Jasper
nice.
feels about how tonight went. He's on the, see, this is what he does most of the time when I'm in here. He's asleep on the floor like
Yeah.
that. So let's see how it goes. If
It's
you
like
guys
she's
like
never
it, we will
stepped
come
foot in
back
here
with
when
something
he's in
special,
there.
because we haven't done it in over 5 years.
No.
You're probably not going to want to talk to us every other day. It's going to be boring, right? So maybe we'll do them every once in a while, but like I said, co-op gameplay with Like a Dragon is kind of what we're
He's staring daggers
We'll see.
through the
Kevin with a
camera
super chat. Thank
here.
you so much, Kevin. The Geek Generalist with 31 months as a member. Glad to see
Those
you once
look
again.
like
You look so
boobs.
lovely. Thank you, Geek
They
Generalist.
do.
And the villain saying, Kat, did you play Final Fantasy VII Remake?
No, I did not.
No, you never played the original either, right? You've never played any of those older Final Fantasies?
I know people are gonna be upset,
Oh,
but I'm really not a big Final Fantasy.
So are you picking up on her, like, her cadence and her mannerisms? Because we talked about making a little song for the That Being Said song competition.
Yeah, we have talked about that. And what I am gathering is that she's essentially a female version of Phil.
What was overall you said it was
Right.
Alan Wake?
She's kind of got like a Sarah Palin thing going on here, okay?
Yeah, she's kind of got like a Sarah Palin, like Midwestern.
It's a little nasally, but also a little bit in the throat.
Okay, if you guys, you can believe it.
Yeah.
Finally,
I
it
like
looks like it's calmed
Starfield, but
down.
I don't
Perhaps
like
we can actually
Starfield.
start having
Nothing
more
great about the
conversation with
game at
people.
all.
No, and
Never
I'm
mind,
not
it's
really a
another
fan
thing.
of anything Final Fantasy. I kind of hate Final Fantasy. I don't think there's anything good about it. It's all just awful.
We'll be playing or skipping
Great,
Suicide
great.
Squad.
You've
Kill the Justice
nailed
League.
it.
Early previews are not good. I mean, you
You've
can
nailed
ask
it.
me that on any stream, right?
Thank
you. Don't have
you.
to wait till the stream when I'm here with Kat to ask me questions.
Condescending right now.
Right now, I said it on the podcast this morning. I have no clue. You're right. The previews are not good, so I'm not.
He's like, don't ask me any questions. Kat is here.
Okay.
Focus
So
on
you're back with me.
her.
The things people want to talk about. For the first time, my wife is on stream in 5.5 years. And you want to ask me about Suicide Squad tonight? Okay.
Like,
Anyway,
where
so
the
let's
fuck
see
did
here.
that come from,
We've
dude?
got John.
Yeah.
Just be
Super Chat.
grateful that you're getting
Looking forward to the
a
next Resident
super
Evil
chat.
Zero stream. Do you plan to play Infinite Wealth
Fucking
Cap?
idiot.
The game is looking great. We already answered that.
Yeah.
The answer is
Definitely.
She's starting to get
biggest game
tired here.
right now coming up. She's very excited for that one. So.
The
Yeah,
Z's
and-
are setting in.
Finally now, if any more contributions come in,
How
we'll talk
long
about
have
them. Anytime
we
you wanna talk to us, please
really
type
been
DSPGaming
live?
in the chat.
Because
Let's see what you guys want to talk
So
about
I think
tonight.
we've been live for about
What
40 or
events did
50
you ever have
minutes
any
here.
plans of doing any
So
kind of streaming
timestamp is 10,
I don't know
sorry,
about that
110.
yet. We'd have to do the
They went live at 35.
There's a couple major concerns.
Does that
right?
sound
Certain
about
things
right?
you
Yeah.
have to understand.
that sounds about right.
40,
I mean,
45
I
minutes.
can get kind of being tired if you're not used to streaming.
Mhm. I mean,
However,
Right now,
you
we're
gotta
at 53.
understand what you're committing to.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's never really even talked about it. You know what I
You're
mean?
not
Like,
committing
I would totally go
to
for her if she ever wants
just
to do
a
that.
30-minute
Yeah, I mean,
little
it's not even a
thing.
concern, it's not even
No,
a
you're
concern.
committing to like
Okay, right now,
putting on a
we're just gonna
performance,
play games back
trying
and
to
forth.
engage in
Let's see.
conversation that's both entertaining
Rattle Johnson, nice to
and,
see you here tonight.
you know,
Orange says, what was your favorite
stimulating for
movie
your
of last
audience.
year?
Yeah.
Did we- you know what I
And
mean?
whether
Did you
you're
watch
doing a
anything
good job or
last year?
not,
I
you
don't
know.
think did.
Oh,
You try.
thanks.
I can't think of
Do we
it.
No,
think
no, I mean,
gin
watch
is
it.
in
Maybe
this
it was
water
last
bottle?
year to really
Yeah.
answer the question.
Yeah, absolutely.
that, obviously,
Absolutely.
Gin has been
Are you-
He
confirmed.
definitely needs
TV shows,
something
right?
to
Doesn't have to be
take
Fallout.
the
No,
edge
the
off.
last one we watched
Mhm.
was like The Last of Us, right?
Yeah,
Do you think
well,
she
we're watching
knows?
Fallout when it
Fallout,
comes out later this year,
yeah.
but we're not
Do you
actually
think she
watching it, you know.
cares?
Kat, what kind of music do you like listening to? Do you ever have music on in the background?
I love music.
That
Not
is a
like me.
deeper
I don't listen
question,
to
I
music.
think.
I don't think she knows. I don't think she knows the extent of his
I mean,
problems.
I like all kinds of music. I like the only music
Because
I
the
don't like is
distance
rap
here
and
is, I don't know, it kind of speaks a lot to me. Like they're not even
It
like,
does.
they're not
but
even
every other
touching
music
each
I
other.
like. I actually I like
Like,
No,
there's
it's, and it's
no-
not even just like the rule of
I don't like
thirds
pop.
spacing. Like it's
So
a
that
wide
helped too, but
distance
pretty much everything
if you
Right.
want to get really cinematographic.
And there's no
Kat,
like
how do you
hand
feel
on the
towards
thigh
music?
here.
I
there's
played a little
no-
bit of 3. I think it was
No
out to
warmth.
I don't know. There's no
stopped
like
playing because
hand
it was
holding
outdated.
Very outdated.
I
down
remember getting
here.
the whole collection, and
It's just,
I was like,
I don't
stopped
know.
playing 3, but
It's
then I
just
played 4.
space.
So I played 4, I played 5, I played 0,
Mhm.
I played Kiwami.
It
and then I
speaks a
played,
lot.
I played 6, and then I played the one that came out last was it Yakuza 7? Like,
Yeah.
the
Talking
Dragon
about
7,
games I
right?
don't care about.
With that one,
Yakuza.
and, obviously, I'm gonna be playing Infinite Wealth.
Would you
What's
say
better,
Yakuza-
macaroni salad or
Yeah.
potato salad?
There you go.
Opinions,
Let's
Maddie?
see here. We have a few super chats and tips coming in. I prefer to talk
You
about the
know,
chat
I
for a little
like
bit, 'cause everyone's really
macaroni,
talking
but I
about
like
it, too.
warm
That's something
macaroni,
specific.
not
Promise
cold
you should've heard
macaroni.
out.
And macaroni
Let's
salad
see here.
oftentimes is
I'm
cold.
gonna also skip the
Sure,
text questions.
sure.
So I'm gonna go
If
with
macaroni
potato salad.
better
Potato
than
salad.
I've ever seen.
Wrong
How about
answer.
this?
Thank you very
Pizza
much.
I know.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
I
I
make
like-
an
I like
excellent
both.
macaroni salad.
There you go.
I've never
I
made you
bet you
potato
do.
salad.
Niku, we kind of already answered that question. Niku was asking why was tonight the right time, just because
You've eaten it.
fed up with the bologna and it's
Yeah.
not a big deal.
Yeah,
Right? So,
Exactly.
yeah,
you know, it
that
kind of goes hand in
happened.
hand with a
Yeah.
lot of stuff. Like I said, this year I'm doing a lot of new refreshing stuff, right, on the streams. We got a retro
New
channel going on and everything.
refreshing
What-
stuff, he
okay,
says.
What would be the perfect time when you're starting a new year? You're starting fresh, right? Plus, the game, like a Dragon, we're both very excited for
Yeah.
Infinite Well, and this is a cool game with a mode that we probably really like playing together. So it's kind of like the perfect time to kind of do all this together. So
The
there you go.
perfect time
yeah,
to
that's
game
good.
together with my
Yeah, but I
wife
forget about all the games
and
I like.
monetize that
Yeah, that was
relationship
good. I like that.
because, you know,
I like
what
that.
else is it getting me in
Let's
life?
see here. Did you ever listen to Dio?
Dio?
That's like 80s, isn't it? Yeah, it's like 80s. So
Not really.
you probably
no.
wouldn't have heard them. It's an 80s
Yeah.
band. What about Tool? Now people are gonna ask you about this all night. What about the band Tool?
A little. I mean, I'm not crazy.
Big fan
about
of
them.
Tool?
Yeah,
You know
no.
Tool? You know these songs from Tool?
I know of them.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's see here.
I know
What do
I'm
you think
looking
of
at
the Persona
one.
series?
I played
Hey.
4 and 5. I liked the story of 4
Nice
better.
gin sip there.
Actually, I like the whole
Excellent.
I know
Nice
a lot of
and
people like
cold in
5.
his
I thought 5
thermos.
was good, but I
We
actually
don't see
liked
much of
4
that
better.
thermos
It had the
nowadays.
murder mystery, and it
Right.
was just a really interesting
And,
story.
and she played the PS Vita version, which I think.
Oh,
is
looks like
Persona 4
Derek is in the
and
chat
that has
tonight.
a little bit
Yeah.
of action.
Oh, wow.
Thanks, Derek. Somebody says.
Whatever the version was.
Derek
So,
Ip.
yeah,
Yep.
that's the version
Derek
she played, and you
Ip.
loved it. I remember you loved it. That
It was
whole
good.
time.
Oh, wow.
Believe he's about right
Yeah,
here.
we were shocked at the twist
Right
at the end.
there.
Yeah,
I
that was
see
really
'em.
good.
Right
I liked it a
there.
lot.
Derek was later ousted
Let's see
out
here.
of the DSP gaming community
We didn't
for
play Armored Core
being
6. Yeah,
a
did you watch
suspected
anyone play Armored Core? I didn't
pedophile.
play Armored Core
No,
6 either,
it
did
seems
we?
kind of
He
boring.
had
It's very repetitive. It's the
Yeah.
same kind of game
playlists
over and over
of very
again.
young girls
Let's see here.
on YouTube, and these were
So,
public
Dog wants to
playlists.
compliment you. He says all the snacks you've made for marathons looked great. It was
They may
nice
still
to
be
see
out
effort
there. I
for
can
the stream.
Thank you.
let me look for
You
them.
love cooking,
Yes.
right?
Uh,
It's something nice that she can contribute.
but
to the
not,
streams without
you
having
know,
to come on the
just
show. It's a
to
nice addition, right?
Yeah.
Now
tell
maybe
you their
if she comes on the
titles.
streams every once in a while, we can talk about ideas of things for her to make and stuff together, right? That'd be pretty nice, I think. So.
Yeah.
A real creepy
let's see
dude.
here.
Real creepy dude. He was also on
Real creepy
Twitter
dude.
Hoping your year
and
goes well for the two of you. Thank you very
he
much.
interacts with like
Oh,
porn
we never gave
stars
Jasper
and
the
kind of
little
like
sibling. I mean,
not-
we already
I
talked
guess
about
harasses them.
too. It's not that we wouldn't have a
Oh.
cat. We love cats now.
But
you know, I
just
never
by
had a cat
mentioning
before,
them
right? So I didn't
all
know about
of
these
the
cats.
time.
We've had it. She convinced me. She won me
You
over.
know.
She says, "Let's get a cat." The problem
Yeah.
with Jasper
And
is
several of these like OnlyFans porn star creators, whatever, have talked about like, oh, this weird guy Darish keeps messaging me on Twitter or mentioning me on Twitter, and he's like so fucking annoying. I had to block him, like that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're talking about Jasper defending Cat from Phil's
So
advances.
can you imagine a cat like that who at all moments wants to be the center of attention?
I'm not
when
seeing the
another
playlists on
animal
Derek's
like him in
YouTube
the
channel.
house
Looks
also
like he may
vying
have
for that attention?
privated
What
them.
ends up happening is that basically
What a
upset and
sicko.
he acts
We don't like
out.
sickos
Basically
here.
put the
Is that
pet
right?
in a position
No,
where
we
he can
don't.
be unhappy,
We don't
and
like
we don't want to make
sickos.
him unhappy. He likes his life right now. Imagine if now he's upset because there's another cat peeing and pooping everywhere, destroying
Yeah.
things to make a scene because he wants the attention, right? So that's why we're not really considering it at this time. So let's see here. By the way, we already said this up front. I'm gonna say it again. We're not talking about the documentary tonight. It has nothing to do with anything. If you
No
ask me a
documentary.
question, I'm gonna have
Guys,
to
if you talk about
No
the
We're not talking about
documentary more, I'm gonna
tonight.
fucking
This has
ban you,
nothing to do
okay?
with the documentary. It's us
I'm
Get out of my
fucking
chat.
ban you.
Cat is here. Ask her questions.
Let's see here.
We're using her for tips tonight, guys. I really need these tips.
What do you have a favorite Harry Potter movie out of all the movies that we watched last year?
Favorite Harry Potter movie?
Oh man.
Yeah.
Over to you, Maddie.
I really like 3.
Three. That's the best answer.
3.
Is that the one?
3's the best
That's the
answer.
one
It
where
just slaps.
there's the
It
background
hits
story
the
of
nostalgia
someone
factor.
else's
It gets the
It
story going.
hits
was,
Yeah.
like,
the
involved.
story
I like that.
going.
That was near the end of it, by
Yeah.
the way. I think that was like either the next to last. No, that was the third.
2 always scared me as a kid because I was scared of spiders.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
One's good, one's
Right, right,
comfy.
Deathly Hallows, the one where they do the-
Three
One's
is like
cozy.
the perfect medium. Like
Yeah.
it's very well balanced, very well paced.
Yeah,
That's
I
all I'm
don't
gonna
like
say.
that one.
Absolutely.
Not a huge Harry
Yeah,
Potter
that's
fan.
the one where they're having the dances.
Yeah.
But I like it.
No, but I will watch 3.
But the other ones were good, yeah.
I appreciate him. I appreciate him a lot. Kat
I
did a
like
really great
5
job
too,
making the
decently.
food for the marathons. Thank you for making the food, says Derek.
Goblet of Fire.
Okay.
Goblet of Fire.
Okay,
yeah.
Derek, you
That's
didn't
one
eat
with
the food,
yeah,
but
Yeah.
that's right.
Yeah, I don't like
Which
that.
is hilarious.
interesting.
It's called, like, Harry Potter,
Alright.
you know, and the Dawson's Creek.
Sorry for
episode.
interrupting
Yeah,
you.
that's what it was like.
Yeah, Derek
No.
also,
Was there a reason that we
he's
went with the cat instead of the dog?
pasting that in the chat.
I just have more
This has
experience
been
with
in
cats.
here
I mean, I
several
love dogs,
times.
obviously.
Yeah, I did see that earlier.
But
That's what Derek did in the chat.
yeah, I think you know what it is. Cats are easier to take
He
care
kept
of.
he
more
keep
independent.
so in the past he would just
Feed
like
themselves, they go to the bathroom themselves.
ask the same question over and over and over again, or say the same thing over and over and over again.
Every day.
So he really
Huh.
wasn't like a great
Yeah.
participant in the chat.
I've known some awesome dogs.
He just wanted Phil's attention all the time.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Oh, let's see here. So, what is your favorite food?
Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da is what he said.
Maybe the baked chicken.
Well, that's your favorite recipe, right?
Yeah.
Favorite recipe.
That's the one you,
Baked
Yeah.
chicken,
Is it
very
your favorite
specific.
cook, or is it your favorite because
Oh.
the flavor is good?
I just like it. I mean, it's like a healthy version of fried chicken. Like
Yeah.
you get the taste of fried chicken, but it's not like dipped in grease.
Right.
So.
If you have
Very
no idea what
good.
she's talking about,
So,
she
like,
fries
shake and
them,
bake?
She breads them with her own recipe breading. She makes it herself, and then she bakes it in the oven, so it's still crispy like
Yeah.
fried chicken,
Oh, may
but
have.
it's not fried, so it's much healthier, but it tastes great.
Yeah.
And we have this all the time for dinner. So,
All the time. They're eating
oh, let's see here.
fried baked chicken for dinner
What was
all the
the
time.
favorite birthday cake you ever made for my birthday out of all the ones that
The
you
one
made?
that I made,
Yeah.
the
Birthday cake.
probably the peanut butter and the chocolate one.
The first one.
Yeah.
The very first
Peanut butter
one.
chocolate.
I mean,
Wow.
that one
You
I
got a
think
favorite
helped me
birthday
out the
cake over there?
I had it. I mean, it was
Funfetti.
good. I had some. It was
Funfetti.
really
And
good, so.
really
Classic.
cookie cake.
Cookie
Cookie
cake,
cake
very
is my
good.
actual favorite birthday cake, but like if you want to talk actual
My
cake,
influence, probably
funfetti.
not,
Very
no,
good.
I mean,
Little gin sip right
about you?
there.
in my
Very
opinion,
nice.
on,
Little
like,
gin
what was
sip.
nice, but
I'm a
I guess
classic
I think
yellow
it's
cake
but-
chocolate
Mine is
icing
this,
guy.
Can you confirm
Mm,
to everyone?
that's
'cause they
good,
don't- a lot
that's
of people don't
good.
believe
Just
me.
it's just
The majority
nice.
of clothes that I'm wearing now, I already
Sprinkles
own.
on top
Yeah,
is
right.
fine.
Except for the
Sprinkles
sweater
without
that I got for
also
Christmas.
fun.
Right.
That's everything else you have already. So.
They don't believe. A lot of people are, oh, he's full of it. He's buying all these clothes. I had them all for like a decade. I'm not lying. The
Ugh,
shirt is from 15
so-
years old, but look
Yeah.
at it because I didn't wear it.
Ugh.
It looks new.
Yeah.
Buddy,
Just wearing the
Phil,
stuff I
that
had
shirt's
back
not
in the
good.
day,
It's not a
you
good
know.
shirt.
So there you go. All right, so now guys, what we're
No.
gonna do, let's switch over. And
He
start the
looks like
jobs again, 'cause
a-
We haven't done them now in about 15 minutes. On the YouTube
I don't
side
know.
of things here.
He looks like
let's see where we
like
get. I
a
think we finished here with John.
very
So,
lanky
get a super chat.
British
Suicide
child
Bombers,
on
and I think it's
holiday.
great. We'll see. I don't know. And
It's
then
like
says,
not a
"If you have any
climate
concert, what was the
he's
best concert you ever went to?"
acclimated
Oh,
to,
I
so he's
remember going
wearing like his normal clothes.
Several years.
But
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just like,
Did you ever go to one in person?
okay, are
Yeah,
these
I
like
went to,
pajamas or
This was
are you
forever
okay
ago.
going out in
High school,
public
I
in
went to
this? I don't know.
Park.
He
wow.
just looks
This was
very
one of my favorite bands. And I think there were a few
there's
other
something
bands.
about
One was
Phil's
there,
physique where
who I'm also
he
like-
looks fully
That was
grown,
from out at Corn,
but
right?
also like
Yeah.
prepubescent.
And I mean, I don't
Prepubescent.
remember what year it was,
Sorry, I
it was
can't
so
even say
long
it.
ago, but I did, like,
Prepubescent
I did enjoy
at the
it.
same
It was
time.
Yeah.
a major
He
experience
just
for
kind
me.
of has
Everyone in
baby
the chat-
face.
everyone in the chat is
It's
saying
the
rest in peace,
sloped
Jasper.
shoulders,
The friendly gremlin with the
and
Yeah.
then it
What-
goes
Kat, what is your
in.
opinion- What is your opinion?
and
of the
then it
movie
goes out.
Gremlins? And my family is excited that you're back to the streams. You are wonderful.
So his arms are here,
What do you think of the movie Gremlins?
and he's
I
gaming,
don't even remember the movie Gremlins. When was the last time you saw it?
but he's
I
also
remember
like,
a long time ago. I mean,
I
was a
don't know.
90s
It's very
person. I grew
strange.
up in the
Maybe he
90s,
doesn't
we
go
grew up
out.
in
Maybe
the
I'm
early 90s, so
doing him too dirty
I'm not. I mean, I think
here, but this is not me.
Oh.
This is yeah, this is me. It's just loading,
This is
buffering.
oh, it's just the
It's buffering. But while it buffers, I'm gonna fix my drawing of Phil here. If we're
okay. Continue.
I can fix it. I can fix it at all. But I do think
Oh.
this is what Phil's working with. Uh,
Yeah, there we go.
We may have to jump back over here while I fix this. We
All
may
good,
just
all good. We
be-
can take a look at some clouds.
We may just be going too fast. Oh, there we go. There we go.
1980s movie.
So
Hearing that
we're
okay?
back.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Movie buff.
Yeah.
Yep.
Big Mac with a super chat. You guys are awesome. This is unexpected for sure. Thank you, Big Mac. Yes, we purposefully did not
So,
give
yeah,
any hints
it's
whatsoever.
just-
This
it's
is what we were
very-
doing because we wanted it to be a big surprise.
Very
Hopefully
interesting.
It is a big surprise to everybody. So let's see.
Yeah.
Big,
His little-
Big Mac 2K.
This little
Okay.
thing going on.
Now we're
here.
swinging back over to the tip side of stuff. So hold on one second. Bear with me while I try to control this with my left hand, which I'm not used to. And then we scroll down here. All right.
That's Phil Burnell right there.
A 250 tip from Dragon Master. Would you ever want to?
Take a look at this hairline. Okay, let's just break this down.
It
I'm
goes
tracing
up
it. I'm
and
tracing
around.
it right now. We're not giving volume any sort of credence. This is like a really odd, like Elvis style pompadour. you know?
Yes.
It's like he's trying to
Yes.
reclaim some sort of Italian machismo sort of character, when he's like 75% Polish. Sorry, I just want to finish this drawing real quick before we continue. Hello, that's Phil Burnell. Little eye here, little eye there, and then a little bit of this here, and then there you go.
Why not? You totally don't
It's
have
the
to answer
perfect
that if you
frame.
don't want to. That's your call.
Is it not?
Cat,
Yeah.
You know, I'm not going to make you answer that
You've
question. It's a
mirrored
personal
his
question,
head.
so-
Oh,
It
Jasper
looks
back.
just like
You
him.
don't have to.
Yeah.
I don't even
It
know
looks
what I would
just
say to
like
that.
him.
That's kind of.
I've already told you outright we're not
If we were to put this away, it looks just like him. Look, that's Phil Burnell right there.
Personal thing. And
There we
it's none
go.
of your business. If we ever
There we
decide to
go.
open up and talk about it, we can, and if not, we won't. And you know, there you go. Okay, I received a $1 tip. Well, we received a $1 tip.
We received a $1 tip. Do you think he split the
From
money
Region
with
4,
her?
I don't catch many of your streams.
Because
Man,
right now we're at
excited for this stream, so there you
193.
go. Glad to hear that you
Well, I
tuned
think
out
he
tonight.
thinks of himself
Or
as a
tuned in
family
tonight. Very
man,
excited
and
for that.
therefore his money is
Let's keep
their
going.
money,
3 more
even
here,
though
and
she
then we'll
doesn't
last
get
a little
it.
bit.
I don't think they
$2 tip.
have like a.
From Gabriel. Which game are you looking
I
forward to
think
most?
she has
Fair answer,
access
again,
to
do
like
you like a dragon,
Yeah.
Infinite
a
Wealth,
bank
or do you
account, but I
later?
think he's
Oh,
putting
and
money
realize that
into it every
yes,
month
like
or
that.
something.
Well, don't worry, this happens to me every single day.
It's like,
too.
okay,
I have to answer the same question
Kat,
4
I've
times.
taken your money from your part-time retail
Let's see
job
here.
and my money from my my YouTube
$1
business,
tip from Michigan.
and I've given you an
Champ saying, "Hopefully
allowance.
expect another stream like this. Hope this becomes
I'm the
regular."
man of the
I don't know.
house,
Like
and
said,
I am
we're
in
not
charge of the
promising anything. I'm
finances,
the kind of guy. I don't wanna
and
overpromise
you
and
know, you
underdeliver.
get
If the stream goes well, great.
$300 a
Yeah,
month
good
to
time.
spend on
Like,
anything
hey,
you
wanna
want.
do one next week or in 2 weeks? We'll consider it. Like I said, the next thing we're seriously
Yeah,
considering.
He
I
seems
think
like that type
that
of guy.
about sums it up.
Dragon Infinite Wealth comes out, doing that simulated.
She's again looking right into the chat. She's the face of not desperation, but like, okay,
just
you know,
pain.
what insult am I
face of
gonna see
pain.
next? Face of pain,
Yeah.
exactly.
The problem is a lot of people don't treat them like that. Instead, they just treat them like a belonging, and that's not what they are. They are a living creature and a part of your family. Just
They
like
are a
everybody
living
else, and you should treat
creature.
them appropriate, right? A $1 tip.
Jasper
Wow,
is
still
their
piling in.
son, apparently,
All right, this is drama, and we're not going
they
to talk
are a
about drama, so
family,
good luck trying to get that in.
and Jasper
They are a
deserves
family.
just as much respect as a human child.
Oh my God, it's the running joke.
Not
from
respect,
CM
but
Fool.
like
I know who you are, CM
consideration,
Fool. He
maybe.
says,
I don't
"Kat, please
know.
convince DSP to finish the
Just
story of the
because
Quiet Man
just
sidekick."
because they don't
Of
have
course, he
kids and they
brings up
have
that, like, 4 years
Jasper
later. He
doesn't
still
mean
brings
they
it
have
up.
a
I told him the other
child
night when I was
in
trying to beat
my
that
perspective.
Quiet
I
Man
think
game, and you were
you
at
know.
work, and I was trying to
No,
finish it.
I
and
wouldn't
go to the
say it's
bathroom
like
so
I
bad,
would
but I said, "No, I'm
like
gonna finish
I don't
it."
know.
It took
You
like
and I
2
have
hours to
2
finish it,
cats,
and
and
I went to the bathroom,
I
and I was
personally
thinking,
call
"This
us a
thing
little
out for so
family.
long." He
Sure.
couldn't
But
keep that freaking thing up. It was
Oh my
ridiculous.
God.
But you're not
It's
going
not-
like you wouldn't say
Rob
on
says,
this
"Jackson,
stream
what is
right
your
now
favorite
that
anime?
I have a
How do you like
family
anime? Do you watch
and
No.
I have to
No.
do this for my family.
No, and no. So,
no, I would
triple
say
no.
I have a family and they're
Okay.
cats, and my cats need food.
Right.
Funny 'cause CM
There you
That's
go.
what I would say.
I could recognize
Phil
you.
does not say that.
We know it's you.
I need to spend time with my
Okay.
family, is what he
Let's
says.
see here.
Yeah,
Do you have any favorite Christmas movies? A little late for that question, but do you have
his
any favorite Christmas
verbiage
movies?
really
Probably the first
is
handing it to me.
strong.
It's choice. It's very
Imploring.
choice.
Yeah, I know. I know.
So-
I know from when he goes into my lap, his claws hurt.
Yeah, Home Alone 1
Mhm.
is definitely like my favorite one, or one of my favorites that I can remember.
Now wait a minute.
What?
What about the movie that we watch together every year?
We didn't watch Polar
We didn't
Express
watch it this year. No, we didn't.
No, I like. Okay, the movie's funny to me because it's weird.
It
like,
is weird.
It's
Polar
not, I mean,
Express.
it's not a bad movie.
They love
but
Polar
it's,
Express.
Like I like watching it because I like to laugh at it. Sort
Kat
of.
loves
It's
it
funny how
because
the
she's
parakeet
young.
elves-
Yes. You like Steven Tyler, Elf,
Yeah.
playing music
Yeah.
for all of them. Very appropriate, right? All right. Will there ever be a couples react stream? I don't
Couples
know. I
react
don't think that's
stream.
something that we would want to both react
That
to.
would never happen.
Sure, honestly, that was the last thought of
Phil
our head, right? We're
later
thinking,
went
hang out
on
with
in
the
this
kids,
current
maybe some
in
gameplay,
this
we
in
talk,
2024
react
to
something together, you know,
completely
I don't know.
make the DSP Reacts channel defunct.
If we have any interest
He would never he would stop later in
Kat,
the
you
year. I
never
think
watch Phil's streams.
October,
It depends. If I
November,
like the
just totally stop.
If I like the game,
reacting
or I'm
to shit
interested in it, I will watch,
on that channel.
But if not, then no.
Okay.
There you go. So sometimes you are watching,
Interesting.
sometimes you're not.
Yeah.
Sometimes you'll
Yep.
catch part of a stream. I know. 'Cause
Yeah.
you'll say you watch
He's
part of it.
he's
For
given
example,
up on that.
You know, on the React show.
It
sometimes
used to
I'll
be
say,
his
"What do you think of the
passion
show?" She's like, "Oh, I
project.
watched the first half. There were some good videos. I got bored and I stopped watching.
Yeah.
Right? So.
Yeah.
All right, Derek. Thank you. He says, "I hope you both have a great 2024. Enjoy the game releases this year. Thank you."
Thanks, Derek.
So Trigger wants to know.
Love
how
you,
did get
Derek.
into Yakuza? What is your favorite?
What a
thing
great
about
part
the
of the community.
I think the first one I played was 0, and I don't know. I just decided to randomly play it one day, and I
Are we
really liked it, and
on
it was
2
nothing. I'd
times
never played
speed?
anything like it
We're
before,
at
but I ended up really liking it, and
1.25.
started
Do you want
getting into the other
to bump
games.
to 1.5? We don't have to do that.
Yeah,
Pretty
let's
much
bump
every
up a
game
little
I've
bit.
played
I'm just
besides-
stipulating
I
this
thought
now.
Snake
You don't
was
have to
the
watch
one
this
where you have to,
entirety thing. Like,
pick your name.
you know,
Yeah.
I didn't really like that one.
I think we kind of get the
There's a good
vibe of
amount.
But I
this.
liked all the other ones, and so
I think there's
a
a point here if we want to skip ahead, where she kind of starts to get weary and then she
That
leaves.
one was Yakuza.
Do you
Like a
wanna-
Dragon, and so they were changing the name
Do you
of the
want to
franchise.
jump to there?
Yakuza Like a Dragon. I thought that's my favorite one so far.
Yeah,
because they
let's
changed it to
let's
turn-based
yeah,
combat,
let's
they
do
made it
that.
So I'm
interesting.
just gonna coast
I thought it
through.
was over again. That's tried to come.
Cool.
I don't like that one.
Okay, that's what this. I listen.
Okay, so she's starting to get tired.
The first game you ever played.
This face
Yeah.
is
Like, my
very
first game I ever
telling.
Played. Like played. This actually. Have you ever had sweaty
Yeah.
and just smelly? Like, why would you want to wear that? That's disgusting in my opinion. you
Yeah.
know?
Okay, Phil.
Yeah, I watched that too.
Rocco's Modern Life.
Yes.
Also, another tip came in $3 from August, and I hope everyone has a great night. I guess August.
Thank you,
is tomorrow.
August.
All right, August. Thank you so much. Dan the Man, thank you so much.
So right now, they're up to $2.97 in tips.
Good amount.
Specifically tips. Oh, now up to $3.05.
305.
But I heard
That's
I know
a good
lot of people
night.
like the show.
Yeah. See, my dad loves The Godfather. He likes that trilogy of movies. So when The Sopranos was announced, and the one premium cable channel that we had was HBO. And it just so happens that Sopranos was an HBO show. So I saw the whole series with my parents. Like, we watched it start to finish. And basically, our opinion is kind of in line with a lot. We love the show, hated the ending. Just like almost everyone. The ending was
The
terrible.
show ended
The
in
show was a great ride, and we're
2006.
happy that we watched it, but the ending sucked.
So he would have been
The
an
new South
adult,
Park game coming
because
out
he was
is a huge
born in
deal.
82,
Yeah.
right?
South Park game, do you even know what it is? I know what it is.
He was born in
I
82
don't know.
or 81.
That's a question for you.
Oh, I think I heard about it. I don't know much about
How many
it.
years ago was 2006? I'm dumb.
19.
19 years ago. He's 40. He's going to be
Right?
40.
Yeah.
Yes. He's going to be 40. He is 42 right now. So yeah, he was an adult when that
It's
finished.
totally different. It's
Yeah,
not RPG like the
absolutely.
last two.
Yeah.
It's two con-
Watching
I like to say thank
TV
you guys for a
with
great
your-
audience, for those who were respectful, who weren't
your
prying.
parents.
Thank you
Real.
so much to the mod team, because you guys helped
As
us
an
out to
adult.
keep this under control. We saw the moderation at work tonight. Thank you all for your insane amount of support, which was not expected. I mean, that is so appreciated. Thank you so very much. And of course, the final question I wanted to
$305.
say is, will we do something like this again? Right? Ultimately, the question is, did you have a good time?
I did.
Did you feel better about it this time around? And you
Yes.
know, so there you go. So would you consider coming?
Are you
back and
sure
doing
about
something like
that?
this again?
Yeah, as long as they would be interested in it. I'm not going to force anything.
Right.
But you know, I don't want to be intrusive.
Right.
But-
And here's the thing. This is what I
She
tell
doesn't want to be intrusive.
Things are special when you're not doing them.
What does that mean,
If
Kat?
we did this every single week, it would probably be like too much, I feel, right? But if
Yeah.
every once in a while we want to do a stream like this, or you know, the gameplay, maybe once
She would never go on to do another Q&A video
a week we would play
stream.
Animal Crossing
Yeah.
Island of Like a Dragon, and
Yeah.
then maybe once or twice a month we do like a Q&A or something like this, just
Yeah.
for variety. I think that's a good pacing. But if it happened well the first time. Let's do it twice a week from now on. Like, who the hell wants this? It's gonna be too. It's not special anymore, right?
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll talk about it behind the scenes. We'll see how Kat, feels about coming back, when she wants to come back, and we'll go from there. But again, you guys were awesome. Shout out to Swaggins, who popped his membership there and said, great stream. 2024 is going to be a fun year. I told you guys I had some special stuff in store for this year, and everyone's
Boy,
I don't like the way he's saying that.
Right.
like, oh, Phil's just saying that. Yeah, right. Now, there you go. And by the way,
So Phil would later go on in the year to jump on to Kino Casino, I don't know, it just really seems like a bumfuck nowhere grifter live stream show on primarily Kick, because they got kicked off at YouTube hosted by a person named Andy Worski and Triple P, of course. That's what people call him, Triple P. Andy Worski is known for being pretty far into the alt-right scene, and I think PPP less so. But granted, the company you keep says a lot about you. I just want to say, like, not a huge fan of the alt-right, specifically characters that have emerged over the past 10 or so years. Talking about like Mike Cernovich, Baked Alaska, those sort of people. Andy Worski is also one of those people, if not like on a lesser scale. But anyways, Phil would later go onto that show. He's still kind of in the tentative relationship with them through the show Smark Guys, I believe it's called. It's kind of a revival show from, it's like a WWE show. I don't really watch it. It's really dumb. But recently, it really just seems like that's the show where PPP gets to talk shit on Phil without any sort of barriers, I guess. And he makes fun of Phil's wife, Kat.
By the way, there was one final super chat here as well from the stranger. You both look great. It was great to see you, Kat. Thanks for taking time. Thanks for taking care of our boys. Love you guys. There you go. All right. That is it, guys. Thank you so very, very much. I hope that you guys enjoyed tonight's stream. And obviously, this will be 2 parts you can watch on demand on YouTube after the fact. And we'll be getting back to you about doing it possibly again. All right. Thank you all.
Yes.
Have a good night and see you soon.
Bye.
Okay, so that's the end of the video. We're still here, guys.
Bye.
Chairs, but we're all going to say goodnight.
Oh, she's so tired.
Do a lot of uploading. And by the way,
look at that. She's about to cry.
She is so upset that it's not over after saying goodnight and goodbye. Why is he continuing?
And people were nice, which was nice. It was completely different.
God.
Again, I think the problem really was
people were not nice.
She is so sad. Look at her. I feel so bad for her.
We kept that shit completely under control, right? So
I will give her shit for marrying Phil, but I won't give her shit for feeling awful after this, because this is just such a disaster of a relationship and a stream. Because God, she's holding back tears. Look at this face.
Yeah,
look at that face.
She is so done.
Ugh. Fuck you, Phil, for putting her through that.
Okay, guys. So thank you so very much. Have a good night. See you Friday. Peace out. Be safe on Thursday, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. And then we have the ally slide. And I think the slideshow goes on for a very long time. So I think they were watching chat just to make sure, like, you know, no trolls left something in here when they quote unquote left. So I think that's about it for this. Do you kind of have like a better understanding of, you know, what cats? Oh, how did that get there? Has that been there the whole time? Oh my God. It's the lovely couple. Oh my God. Hi.
Wow.
Welcome.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, guys. Wow. Coming up on, it's going to be 7 years of marriage here. If they got married in 2019, 6 years of marriage.
No,
6 years of marriage. 6 years of marriage in April.
6 years of marriage.
So, you know, that's a pretty big anniversary, you know. It's great.
Yeah. Good. Congrats.
So, yeah, I think she would later go on to star in some Dondoko Island streams where it's basically like Animal Crossing, but it's based in the Yakuza game.
Okay.
She just seems so fucking bored. And these are streams out, like, you get home, your husband works from, quote unquote, works from home all day and then expects you to carry the stream after you just got done working a retail job.
It really sucks.
Yeah, it really sucks. I'm sure it sucks. And ever since then, she's just not joined the stream. And Phil keeps saying, oh, there's health issues. Oh, you know, these things are getting in the way. Oh, she's tired. Oh, she wants to spend time doing what she wants to do. Does she not want to spend time with her husband? Right?
Good question.
Does she not want to, you know, participate in her husband's supposedly like positive, thriving business that's basically provided for them thus far? Like, I don't know. I really don't think she's convinced that this was a great move for her in early 2024. And it's very telling that she hasn't been back. And it's been over a year since we've seen her. She probably has a cool new haircut now. But I don't know. The reception of this whole thing was just atrocious.
Yeah. And it really was.
It kind of just feels like he threw her to the wolves, honestly. Like,
he really did. He brought her in thinking it was going to fix things or make things really exciting, and it did make things really exciting. He got a lot of tips, and that's what he cares about. What he doesn't care about is defending Cat from the Wolves.
And the Wolves went on to make fun of her and her appearance and her her stage presence.
Yeah.
In flattering words, I guess. For they're still doing it nowadays.
Yeah.
And I hope Phil loses sleep thinking about that at night. Because if I was put in that position, and if I was Kat or if I was Phil, I don't think I could live with myself. And I think I would. You owe your
The
partner.
resentment would grow for sure.
Absolutely. And you owe your partner a certain level of a safety blanket, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if your partner is working a job and all of their quote unquote co-workers, they hate you and make fun of you and think of you as some quote unquote cow.
Yeah.
That's not going to sit right. And that's never going to get
And the
better.
fact that your husband never stands up to those coworkers.
Right.
And just says, and you have to just play along with his, people are going to say what people are going to say bullshit. That's just so diminishing.
So that's why I think the divorce arc is coming. It happened to Josh, King Cobra JFS. It happened to him so quickly. Granted, Naked and Laughing, Jessica was a little bit more unhinged. I think Kat...
Yeah, we'll give her that.
Kat has a storied history. She comes from abuse. I think she will have this moment where she's like, hey, maybe she's putting away some money, just trying to, try to start a nest egg to get away from him. Maybe she's doing that. I think one of these days she's going to be like, hey, Phil, I'm done. I've already, started the divorce papers. I've already arranged housing out of here. I'm going to go live with my mom, or I'm going to go live with my sister, Jenna, who is a former OnlyFans star herself. That's a story. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I think she just really needs to get out, because Phil is not providing her a safe space. And I think that's ultimately going to be the demise of the relationship, if she even cares. She could just want a roof over her head, and I don't blame her. It's fucking hard. Homelessness is worse than this, So yeah, that's Kat.
Debatably, we don't know everything going on behind the scenes, but yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And Phil, and since recently Phil's been like, oh, there's been some major health events going on, so maybe she has some kind of health situation where she needs, she's better off with him, even though it's shitty. She has access to treatment. I feel, I criticize her for marrying this dude, but at a certain point you have to have this human empathy and sympathy to be like, hey, I hope she's all right. And if she's of sound mind, I hope she has the tools to get out of this situation, because it's real shitty.
Yeah.
All right. Any final notes? Any final comments on what we just watched?
No, I think I have a better understanding of where they stand now. Just because I really thought she was in his streams more than she has been.
No. So she did this stream, and then I think it was 2 or 3 more. Like I said before.
No, I thought she was I know she's a prominent character in his life and she's talked about all the time, but I thought she was a more prominent character.
Yeah.
A la Jessica from King Cobra JFS.
Jessica's very present in the apartment loss arc, I guess you want to call that. But no, Kat is very much on the sidelines. There's a lot of speculation. And you know, time will only tell. The truth will get out there. And there are a lot of great researchers out there who will get this information. It's just right now, I think Phil's just trying to control that narrative. Whether or not that's out of like self-preservation for him and or Kat, you know, God only knows.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for watching this shit with me. It's really dumb.
No, thanks for having me.
Great. I'd love to have you another time.
Absolutely.
Great. Toodles.
Toodles. Goodbye.